Just a few minutes of thinking now can save you days of work later. Before I build my first endpoint today for AssetEnrich, I need to spend a moment and think about the architecture. As I mentioned in a previous devlog, this project lives and dies by one thing: the cache. Remember, enrichment data doesn't need to be real time, but it does need to be predictable, consistent, and scalable. Now, here's the constraint. I'm using Supabase, which means I don't have a traditional enterprise cache like Redis. Even though I can set up Redis later, I don't want to start out fighting my stack. So I'm designing my caching system using Supabase's Postgres. We'll start out with an asset cache table. Each cached entry will be keyed by the asset type, the signal type, and when the data was fetched. On top of that, I'm introducing a concept called aggregators. These are going to be small units of logic responsible for collecting a specific set of signals. And over time, these aggregators are going to evolve into lightweight microservices. Nothing over-engineered, just clean separation of responsibility. And once my design was feeling solid, it was actually time to start building. I initialized the Supabase backend project, set up a demo environment, and deployed a simple Hello World endpoint to make sure everything was working end to end. Now, these side projects for me are all about momentum. So instead of trying to build everything at once, I just pick one simple use case, build it, and ship it. And for AssetEnrich, that's easy: DNS enrichment. We'll focus on 9 core DNS records. Those records will live under a simple DNS aggregator. This function will fetch all the records, store them in our cache, and return our structured data. And for now, we'll start with a 1-hour TTL. That means that when we enrich our domain, we'll reuse that data for the next hour before refreshing it. And DNS records don't change that often anyways, so this is a good starting point. All of that will live behind a single endpoint, a GET request to enrich our domain. I'll be architecting this project to retrieve each DNS record in its own method. The aggregator will handle structuring that data before saving it to our cache. And last, our endpoint logic will return the structured data to the user. Even though we're not dealing with a production system yet, let's give this a test in our local environment anyways. Perfect. It works just as expected. Now, let's quickly recreate our cache table in the cloud and give it one more test using the production endpoint. And just like that, we shipped our first real piece of AssetEnrich. One endpoint and one table, but that's momentum headed in the right direction. I'll see you in the next devlog.